Hello children, good morning everybody. Welcome to our channel Smart Study. In the previous class we have discussed the ninth lesson notes, right? That is adaptations in animals. So in today's class we are going to discuss the 10th lesson and our lesson name is force, work and energy. And we shall learn detailedly about what is meant by force, work and energy in this chapter. Okay? Before starting the chapter, as usually they have given us some task. We shall see here. See, I'm reading it. Complete the sentences given below each picture using the words from the clue box. Here they have given one clue box. So here some different words are there. Here down according to the picture we have to write the word which matches there. Here see what is there Nana here? Hit, push, stopped, squeeze. So what these persons are doing, we should match the words along to according to it. See, first one, what is this boy doing? A ball. He is playing with the ball. A ball is coming and he is trying to catch that ball. Yes or no? So the cricketer dashed the ball by catching it. What will come here? Hit, push, stopped, squeeze. So he is stopping the ball by catching it, right? So the cricketer stopped the ball by catching it. So first answer is what Nana? Stopped. Here I am writing, see, 1. Stopped is first one. And now moving to the second one. Mother's dash made the swing go faster. Mother's dash made the swing go faster. What is making the swing? Swing means yalla. So what is making faster? Hit or push or stopped or squeeze. Stopped is completed now. Hit, push and squeeze is there. So push is the answer, right? So second answer is push. I am writing here 2. So what is the answer Nana? Mother's push made the swing go faster. And now moving to the third one. See here. Yes. If we dash a toothpaste tube, its shape changes. If we dash a toothpaste tube, its shape will change itself. Hit is there, squeeze is there. What is the answer Nana? Squeeze. Squeeze means pressing. If you press a toothpaste, what will be happening? The shape of the tube outside, it will be changing. Yes or no, and paste will be coming outside. So squeezing means what? Pressing. So here answer is which one? 3. Squeeze is the third option. And now moving to the last one. Okay, see here. Yes. When the ball dashed the window pane, its glass broke. So when the ball, remaining one is what? Hit only. So hit is the answer. So hit is the fourth one. Okay. When the ball hit the window pane, its glass broke. Clear? Yes. Now we shall enter into the lesson. See here. I'm zooming it. Yes, Nana. See here. First I will read each para and later I will explain to you clearly. Okay. A pull or a push acting on an object is called as force. Okay, first we are going to learn about what is meant by force and what are the different types of force. So what is meant by force means Nana? A pull or push acting on an object is called as the force. Here object means what? Anything. Pulling means what? Dragging we will say. No, dragging means pulling. Push means just we will move like that. That's push the door we will say. Yes or no? So we will be pushing the door. Pull ante gunjadam. Push ante nettadam. So a pull or push acting on any object is called as a force. If you apply pull or push on any things or objects, is only called as what Nana? Force. This is important. Okay, I am underlining. Say pull or push acting on an object is called force. Next, what will this force do? We shall see. Force can do many things. It can make an object move. It can slow down or stop a moving object. It can change the direction of a moving object. It can also change the shape of the object. Yes or no? What force can do? It can make an object move. Suppose if a ball is there, if you apply force, it will move or not? Yes, object means nothing but thing. Yes, it will move. Next, it can slow down or stop a moving object. We can slow the moving object or we can stop also. Yes or no? The ball is moving. We can make it to move slowly or we can make it to move fastly also. All these who is doing? Force is doing. Clear? And it can change the direction of the moving object. Even we can also change the direction of the moving object by applying the force. And the last one, it can also change the shape of an object. Even we can change the shape of an object. This all examples will have detail in the lesson. We shall see now. Okay. Next one, types of force. We have defined what is meant by force, right? A pull or push acting on an object is called force, I told. Now we shall see what are the different types of force. Okay. There are many different types of forces. In this class, let us study two of them, gravity and friction. Both these forces act all the times on any given object. Okay, what they are saying, children? There are different types of forces system, and in that we are going to learn today about what? Gravity and friction. What is meant by gravity and friction we shall see now. And these both forces, gravity and friction, will be applying on any object at every time. Clear? First one, we shall see now what is meant by gravity. Okay. What happens when we throw a ball up into the air? Okay, they are asking what will happen when you throw a ball up into the air. What will happen, children, when you throw a ball into the air? It will go to some height and later it will come down. Yes, you all know this, no? Yes, we shall read. See, the ball rises up first, then it seems to stop in the mid-air for a fraction of a second and then falls back to the ground. Yes or no? When we throw a ball up into the air, what will happen? It will go somewhat height first, and later in the air it will be waiting. It will be there like that for 1 or 2 seconds, and later again it will come and fall back on the ground only. Yes or no? Yes. Why it does not keep going up in the air? So what they are saying, then why it is coming again onto the ground? Why it can't go like that only up into the air? When we throw ball into the air like that only, it can go to the sky. No. Why it is coming backside again? They are saying this is because the earth exerts a force on it to pull it down, and this is called the force of gravity or simply gravity. So why the ball is not going up means, when the ball goes up, immediately on the earth there will be one force called as gravity, and this gravitational force will be dragging that ball again to come towards the earth only. Clear? Understood? Here nothing is there. Nana. When we throw a ball into the air, it's not going up. Again it's coming down on the earth only. Why? Because of one force. What is that force name means? You should say gravity force or gravitational force, or simply we can say force of gravity. Clear? So this gravitational force will be dragging that ball again towards the earth only. Clear? Yes. The force of gravity pulls all objects downwards towards the center of the earth. So not only ball, if you throw any object into the air, again the earth will be dragging towards its center. What would happen if there was no gravity? We all would be floating in the air. So because of this gravity also only we are also able to be, yes or no, on the earth. So if this gravity is not there, what would happen? Would we stand on the earth? No, we all would be floating on the air. Floating ante endana teladam. Okay, so we all would be floating on the air. Clear? See here one point they have given. See a picture if you want. The boy, what he is doing, he has thrown a ball upwards. Again it went up into the air and later it is coming down only. If you see here, yes or no, he had thrown the ball, it went up, again it's coming towards the earth only. So gravity pulls a ball thrown upwards down. So this gravitational force is dragging that ball onto the center of the earth. Clear? Next, see here. The force of gravity on moon is much less than that of the earth. It is around 1/6 the value of the earth. So compared to the moon and the earth, the gravity is very less on the moon itself. Okay, if we compare the moon and earth, which is having less gravity, means you should say the moon is having the less gravitational force compared to the earth. See, it is around 1/6 the value on the earth. 1/6 times it is on the compared to the value of the earth. Clear? Have you understood about this gravitational force? Yes. Now we shall move to the second type of force, that is frictional force. What is meant by friction? When we roll a ball on the ground, it slows down as it moves further and eventually stops. Yes or no? If you take a ball and roll it on the ground, what will happen? for some far place it will be moving, ball will be going to some place, and after some time will it go continuously like that only? No, at some or the other place it will be stops. Yes or no? When we roll a ball on the ground, what will happen? It will move to some place forward and later it will be stopping somewhere or the other. Why does it not keep on moving forever? So what they are asking, like that only the ball can move like that only? No, continuously they are saying. This is because a force called friction acts in a direction opposite to the direction of the motion of the moving objects and slows down or stops them. Why the ball will not go in that way? Only because the frictional force is acting from the opposite direction. See Nana, for example, I took a ball, this is a ball, and in this direction I have thrown the ball, so the ball will be going in this way, but the ball will go here or somewhere and it will be stopping here. Why it will be stopping? Means from here onwards, opposite side onwards, one frictional force will be acting. From here we are applying force from this side frictional force will be acting, so because of that the ball will be stopped there only. Clear? Yes, you understood about friction, right? The force of friction is lesser on a smooth surface than on a rough surface. Every time on the smooth surface the friction will be less compared to the rough surface. This is important. Friction is less on smooth surface or rough surface, means you should say smooth surface. Clear? The force of friction is less on the smooth surface than on the rough surface. Hence it can be observed that the ball will go farther on a smooth surface and than on the rough surface. That is why if you throw a ball on a smooth surface, what will happen? It will be going very far because their friction is less. If the friction is less, the ball will go to more far, and the friction is more far, the ball will be coming to near place only, means it won't move much more. Clear? Yes. See here, this picture I will show you. See Nana, what the boy is doing here? The place is smooth or rough? First it is very smooth, the place is. So there is less friction. If there is a smooth surface, the friction will be very less. Less friction, the ball moves further. So here because the friction is less, the ball is moving to the very far place because this is a smooth surface. Yes or no? Yes. Compared to here, you see, more friction, the ball moves a lesser distance. Here grass is there, that means it is a rough surface. As it is a rough surface, the friction will be more and the ball cannot move to more far. Up to here only it went. Yes or no? Some place only is there here. If you see the smooth surface, the ball went very far. Here nothing, but whenever there is a smooth surface, the ball will move to very far place, so much far distance, because there will be less friction. And if you see in the rough surface, there will be more friction, so the ball will be moving for some distance only. Yes, clear? Yes. Now see next para, what is there here? Do you know that we are able to walk on the ground because of the friction between our feet and the ground? Yes or no? We are able to walk on the ground without slipping. Yes or no? While walking on the ground, will we fall? No, we will not fall, because upside onwards we are applying force and walking. From down onwards, that is opposite direction, friction will be applied. Frictional force will be applied on our feet and the ground. Between the feet and the ground there will be frictional force. That is why we will not slip. We will be able to walk properly. So this frictional force will stop us from the slipping. That means without falling. Clear? So why we are able to walk on the ground, Nana? Because of the frictional force that acts between our feet and the ground. Clear? Yes. And along with this gravitational force and frictional force, there are some more forces system. Let us see. There are other types of forces as well. 3 of these forces are mentioned below. 3 forces they have given for us. We shall see. See here. The force exerted by the muscles of our body is called as the muscular force. Clear? So whatever force we use by using our muscles, kandalantam gandana, that is called as what, Nana? Muscular force. Clear? Next one. Various tools and machines use mechanical force to do work. We see the various machines working around us. So these all machines will work under which force? Means mechanical force. Clear? Yes. Last type of force. See here. Elastic force is used to move a catapult. So if anything is there, elastic, if you apply only, no, it will be moving. So for moving anything, for removing any screws or bottle caps like that, we use what? An elastic force. Clear? Yes, these are the different types of forces, and in the next class we shall discuss about the work and energy. And if you like our videos, please don't forget to